Welcome to But I'm Not an English Teacher, Part 2. In this video, we're going to look at some words that often cause problems for writers. I'm going to use the explanations I offer my own students. I'm hoping you'll like some of these tips and use them yourself when you're teaching. Of course, you might prefer to come up with your own explanations. That's fine. There are many common words that the average person might not use correctly. For example, loose means not tight. Loose rhymes with moose. But there's a similar word that many people never write, lose. They just write loose instead. My shoelaces are loose. I need to lose some weight. Here's another word with the same problem, your. Many people forget to use the contraction your, meaning you are. They use Y-O-U-R every time. I have your test scores. When you're ready, I'll explain the policy. The same problem occurs with there, similar to here. Many writers never write T-H-E-I-R or T-H-E-Y''re. They just keep writing there, T-H-E-R-E. Here's another one. Everyone knows man is singular and men is plural. But many people never write the word woman. They always use women. So you get this. I interviewed a woman who lives next door instead of I interviewed a woman who lives next door. Another one. Then is a time word. I unlocked the door and then I went inside. Many people never think about a similar word used for comparisons, than. He's been on the force longer than I have. Now let's look at the word his. It's an interesting word because it's possessive, but his doesn't have an apostrophe. Jack remembered to bring Kay's raincoat, but he left his umbrella at home. No problem, right? But some writers are puzzled when they come across other possessive words that never have apostrophes, like his. That money is his. That money is hers. That money is ours. That money is yours. That money is theirs. No apostrophes. If you think about his, you'll never make a mistake with a possessive pronoun. What about the possessive of it? The same principle applies. Think about his. No apostrophe. Joe hurt his foot. The dog hurt its foot. The coat lost one of its buttons. The club is seeing a decline in its membership. But what is the contraction of it is? Easy. It's. I like to pretend that the apostrophe is a tiny I. I think it's going to rain this evening. Here's one more hint. Never put an apostrophe after its. There are only two correct forms. It's, possessive. The dog hurt its foot. It's, contraction. I think it's going to rain this evening. Let's look at a few more of these troublesome words. Past is an action. Notice the ed ending. His car passed mine and turned left on Hamilton Avenue. Past refers to time. Although he had a drinking problem in the past, he's been sober for 5 years. To refers to direction or purpose. We're opening a youth center to provide a safe place for teens to have fun. Too, means excess. And think of a couple of extra O's. Too much. I ate too much at lunch and started feeling sleepy. Additionally, to can mean also. I drive a Nissan. Harris has one too. Where refers to a place. I can't remember where I laid my wallet. Where did you live before you moved to Rosedale? Notice the word here inside, where. Were is a verb, action. While we were talking to Mrs. Clemens, her husband returned home from work. And here's one more troublesome word, a lot. It's always two words, never one. Most of these words are so ordinary and familiar that writers never notice them. So how can students train their brains to stop and think about them every time? The answer is repetition. Give the class a list of troublesome words to practice writing from memory for a quiz the following week. A lot, his, hers, ours, yours, theirs, its, lose, loose, past, past, then, there, two, were, where, woman, women, your. When students spend time practicing these words, they'll also develop the habit of stopping to think when they use them in sentences. Result? Success. And now you're ready for part 3, which deals with a few remaining usage issues.